the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hop straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going, they were like, ooh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give up about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is.
But hey, what about it?
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going, they were like, ooh yeah.
Touchdown in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really give truth, put my goose up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. Is this what the I'm in on industry games? I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Pushing his way through, and he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Brent, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Ready. Hey, full period. 50, green. Check nickel.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner,
most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This is 2nd and 8.
Hey, check nigga. I'm coming after you.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The give is to McLaughlin. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Credit good coverage there in the pass breakup to Pat Surtain. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Ritter. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. and it's second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Broncos. DJ Turner, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end. Start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll run again here with Robinson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Yellow, go.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y,
and oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And he'll be out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Jaleel McLaughlin. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Evan McPherson sets the kickoff.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
17's Mike 17. Here we go.
Third and short, Ritter. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
3 down. 31's the Mike.
They're going for this. Here's Ritter. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things...
There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jaleel McLaughlin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Evan McPherson sets the kickoff.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Ritter. And incomplete on the deep ball. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the big...
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Robinson up the middle, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. But we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jaleel McLaughlin, 33 yards. And the Broncos have got it on cruise control. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. And my goodness, another interception. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
36. Tempo.
Now Wilson on second down. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This one brought in by Jefferson. Just a gain of a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ultra. Ready, go.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. They'll get 34 yards there.
As my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ritter. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 19. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Black, 95.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Ritter will set up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
Now it's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Ritter. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit.
Here's a diving catch right side, and the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Ritter. Kyle Pitts. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Nifty move. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Here's Wilson to throw. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This now a 3rd and 4. Wilson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Troy Anderson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
And sometimes pride wins, doesn't it? Because, yes, they're getting steamrolled here right now. They're down big, and they're going to try a fake field goal against them. Yeah, I'm not supposed to root, but good for them for stopping that one and showing that they haven't given up on this game.
Yeah, I just can't believe, though, that they tried the fake with this wide of a margin up that big. But like you said, kudos to the D.
Yeah, if the blood wasn't bad before,
it is now.
It might have started that way now.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Switch it. Let's go double count right here, double count.
Wilson wants to throw it. That's complete to Turner. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Tempo.
Here's McLaughlin, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Power. One flip.
Wilson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. McPherson on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
79 Broncos.
46. Mike, 46. I got one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Ready, yellow, 22.
Mike, 17. I got 17.
Ritter to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Koo, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.